Hey, here's me with another quick tape ProcFu tutorial. So normally when you have a form and you submit the form, the data directly goes to your database, right? The data comes here. What if you want to manipulate the data before it ever comes to tape? Once it comes to tape, obviously you can use automation to play around with. Let's say this example, I've got a phone field. Some users are submitting with plus, some are submitting directly with zero, but I want whole values to come directly as plus 44. How would I do that? So in the ProcFu, when I submit, before it gets to tape, I want the manipulation to happen. That's where ProcFu gives you a nice before submit hook. So you have a before submit hook and an after submit hook. In the before submit, you have access to the data before it is being submitted, and then you can manipulate it. For example, let's say I've got my phone field here, right? The values are in the variable called form values. You can use that here and then just get the field whatever you have given the name in the tape. Since the phone is a multi-value field, we can just get the first one. Once you have it, let's compare what is the first digit. If it starts with 0, then we want to do something else. So if we've got the condition here, if string position, the first one for the phone is 0, then we want it to manipulate the data. How do we manipulate? We say phone becomes printf. We want to add it with plus 44. Then we pass the variable, not this one, sorry. What is it called? A substring. And then we say get the rest of the number. We don't want the first one. Once we have all the brackets ready, let's close it and assign it back to the form values. So we'll just copy this time, copy and say phone. It's as simple as this. You can use ChatGPT or anything else to quickly whip up whatever modification you want. It's simple PHP code. Perfect. Once this is done, you can just save it. And now, if I were to go and submit something like Anna, and then I'm going to say like this, Anna should come with plus 44. Let's go back. Refresh. You can see that Anna is coming with plus 44. Even if I enter the value with 0, it will be submitted as with plus 44. You can see dim plus 44 and it will be reflected here as well. So that is really useful to manipulate the data before it ever comes to tape. In similar way, let's say you've got this, right, and then you want to modify what happens after somebody submits. Let's say if somebody with the name Anthony submits, it goes someplace. If somebody submits else with a different name, it goes someplace else. So that's where we can use the after submit hook. Again, you've got the form values variable here. Okay, so normally when you submit, what happens is that it comes back to the screen. If I type something test and then I give my phone number, it goes back to the list screen. Now we want to modify it based on what user inputs. How would we do that? So again, we have got form values. This time I'm going to play with the name value, right? If the form name is, let's say, test 100, we want it to go to a different screen. If it is test 200, we want it to go to a different screen. If it is not test 100 or 200, it has to do whatever it will normally do. So ProcFu also gives you a go to screen option where you can simply say which screen you want to go to. So if it is test 100, go to success 1 or go to success 2. It's a simple code again, and I'm gonna save it. So now if I come here, create, I call something like just test, it will go to your normal whatever wherever it has supposed to go. But if I go and put test 100, it will go to a page called success 1, you see. And if I were to change it and have it test 200, it will go to success 2. You can see the URL. So that is another good trick that ProcFu gives you after submit. So you can use this to do anything. You can make an API request, send a webhook, whatever it is. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to be doing a whole webinar about how to do portals using ProcFu with your tape data, so you can give access to your tape data to outsiders without adding them to your workspace. That's on 31st. I'll put a link in the comment, and feel free to join. Cheers.